There's a quiet wisdom in nature, whispered through the winds, flowing with the rivers, and sung by the birds. In the African savannah, one voice soared above the rest, Jugu, the vulture. His song was more than a melody. It echoed with ancient stories and carried lessons that resonated deep within the heart. Today, we'll listen to the tale of Jugu's soulful tune, reminding us that even in the darkest times, light can be found. Join us as we explore the story behind Jugu's haunting melody, a tale that touches the soul of every living thing. In the heart of the African savannah, where tall golden grass swayed in the wind and the acacia trees stood like ancient guards, a mysterious song could be heard every evening. The animals would stop and listen, amazed by the soft, haunting melody that floated through the air. They said the song came from Jugu, the wise old vulture, who was known as the spirit of the sky. The song was beautiful, yet sad, as if it carried stories from long ago and bits of wisdom with it. The younger animals were always curious, asking the older ones about the song. One evening, under the shade of a giant baobab tree, a young lion cub named Kito approached his grandfather, the old lion king, eager to learn more. "Grandfather," Kito said, his eyes wide with wonder, "what does the vulture's song mean?" The lion king, with his mane now grey from age, smiled gently at his grandson. "Ah, the vulture's song is a gift, my child. It carries the wisdom of the savannah. It reminds us that everything in life is connected, just like the stars in the sky." That same evening, as the sun dipped low, painting the sky in warm colors, the animals of the savannah gathered to listen to Jugu's song. Lions, elephants, zebras, antelopes, and even the shy cheetah came together in peace. They wanted to hear the wise vulture's song up close. Jugu, perched high on a rock, began to sing. His voice was deep and rich, filling the savannah with a melody that seemed to speak to their hearts. The animals felt calm and somehow wiser as they listened. The elephant, with his deep, rumbling voice, was the first to speak. "Jugu, your song brings us peace. But what lessons can we learn from it today?" Jugu looked over the gathered animals with wise, knowing eyes. "As our elders say, wisdom is like a baobab tree. No one can wrap their arms around it alone. My song carries the stories of our land, the lessons of our ancestors, and what we must learn to live in peace." Jugu's eyes sparkled as he began his tale. "A long time ago, before any of you were born, a great river called Ndoto flowed through this very land. It gave life to all of us, like the sun gives light. But one season, the rains didn't come, and the river began to dry up. The animals were scared, for without the river they couldn't survive. The zebra, with her black and white stripes glowing in the fading light, leaned in closer." "What did the animals do then, Jugu?" "The animals grew desperate," Jugu said, his voice softer now. "They began to argue and fight over the little water that was left. The lion wanted control, the elephant demanded respect, and the hyena tried to sneak away with more than his share. They forgot the old wisdom. One bracelet doesn't jingle. They forgot that they were stronger when they worked together." Seeing the animal's sadness, Jugu continued, "But there was a wise vulture back then, too. Kijana was his name. Kijana knew that the river's return didn't just depend on the rain, it depended on the animals coming together. He called them all to meet under a big baobab tree, just like we are now." The antelope, her ears perked in curiosity, asked, "And what did Kijana tell them?" Kijana reminded them that the river was a gift from the Great Spirit, and only by working together could they restore it. "Just as the river feeds the land, we must feed each other with our help," he told them. "We must dig channels for the water, plant trees to keep the soil strong, and share what little water we have fairly." The animals were silent, thinking about Kijana's wisdom. Jugu went on. "The animals, moved by Kijana's words, put their differences aside. The lion used his strength to dig, the elephant carried stones, the zebras and antelopes planted trees, and even the hyena helped clear the brush. Together, they brought the river back to life. As Jugu finished his tale, the moonlight bathed the savannah in silver. The animals felt closer to each other and to the land they lived on. The lion spoke up, his voice filled with respect. "Jugu, your song and story have shown us the way. We must remember that our strength lies in our unity, and that everything we do affects the world around us." Jugu nodded, his feathers rustling in the breeze. "Yes, my friends. As the elders say, the earth is like a beehive. We all enter through the same door. We are all part of this great circle of life, and only by working together can we keep it strong and beautiful." The elephant, wise and thoughtful, added, "Let's teach these lessons to our children, so that the wisdom of the vulture and the voices of the savannah continue to guide us for many years to come." As the animals of the savannah slowly dispersed into the night, their hearts felt lighter, their minds clearer. Jugu's song still echoed in the cool evening air, a reminder that no creature could thrive in isolation. The ancient wisdom of the vulture had woven its way into their souls, reinforcing the truth that unity and cooperation were the key to a peaceful existence. The story of Jugu's song and the unity it brought spread across the savannah. It became a cherished tale, told around campfires and beneath the stars. And from then on, the animals lived in harmony, always guided by the wisdom of the vulture and the stories of their ancestors. In the evenings, when the sun set and the stars twinkled, the animals would gather once again to hear Jugu's song. Even though the melody was old, it always felt fresh, reminding them of the power of unity and the connections that bind all living things. And so the savannah thrived, with its animals living in peace, forever touched by the echoes of the vulture's song. Dear viewers, as we leave the vibrant savannah behind and reflect on the tale of a vulture's song, Echoes of the Savannah, we invite you to take these lessons with you into your own lives. Like the animals who learned that strength comes from working together, we too must remember the power of unity and the importance of shared responsibility. Life, much like the savannah, is a delicate balance, where our actions affect not only ourselves but those around us. Through Jugu's wise song, we are reminded that even in the darkest times, we must seek the light of wisdom, look beyond our differences, and remember that we are all connected in this vast web of life. Whether it's lending a hand to a friend or finding common ground in moments of conflict, the vulture's song urges us to cherish our collective strength. So, let us carry forward the lessons from this tale and embrace the wisdom that whispers through the winds of our own lives. Work together, share kindness, and always remember that true harmony is achieved when we recognize the interdependence of all living things. If you've been moved by this story as we have, consider subscribing to our channel to continue exploring the beautiful, timeless wisdom of African folklore. There are many more stories awaiting you, filled with rich lessons that transcend time and place. And don't forget to explore our ebooks and audiobooks linked in the description to revisit these enchanting tales whenever you wish. Follow us on social media to stay connected, receive updates, and become a part of our growing community, where we celebrate the magic of stories that inspire, teach, and connect us all. Until next time, remember that wisdom lies not in standing alone, but in the strength we gain by standing together. From all of us here, thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to sharing many more tales with you. Stay wise, stay united, and may the echoes of the savannah always guide you. Farewell.